While you're playing.
Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is singing today. Throw out the lifeline with arms that are strong. Why do you tarry? Why do you wait so long? You can see it sinking, hasten today. Throw out the lifeline, he's drifting away. Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is drifting away. Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is sinking today. Throw out the lifeline to danger fraught men. Someone's in trouble like he's never been. Help them to ascend from the dark water, tossed in the waves where the darkness flows. Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is drifting away. Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is sinking today. Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is drifting away. Throw out the lifeline, throw out the lifeline. Someone is sinking today. Someone is sinking today. Throw out the lifeline today.
Been all around this whole round world, and I just got back today. Worked all the way, honey, and I give it all to you. Honey, baby, what more can I do? Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. Oh, baby, it ain't no lie. You know this life I'm living is mighty high. in this town keep on telling those lies to me. I wish to my soul would try stop telling those lies on me. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. You know this life I'm living is mighty high. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. This whole round world, and I just got back today. The world's all the way, honey, now I'll give it all to you. Honey, baby, what more can I do? Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. Baby, there ain't no lie. You know this life I'm living is mighty high. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. Oh, baby, there ain't no lie. You know this life I'm living is mighty high.
I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to be home alone, knowing that you're gone would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. Well, I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to see you as another man's darling and know that you'll never be mine. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark hollow where the sun don't ever shine than to be home alone, knowing that you're gone would cause me to lose my mind. So blow that whistle, freight train, take me far on down the track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. I'm going, but I ain't coming back. Hey.
Hey everybody.
How you doing?
Welcome to Deadheadland.
Thanks for having us over, Brian.
Hi, glad to be here. All right.
This is,
Well,
man,
hey,
what a nice
everyone.
place you have here, man. This is beautiful.
Well,
It's a beautiful day in Fairfax.
it really is. It really is. We had some wonderful rain last night, and my creek is that's my live stream out there. But we have a live stream in here today.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you guys for coming out, and I just really appreciate it.
Oh,
And you can tell we're keeping our proper social distancing here. And,
And I had a thought on that. So if we're not gonna, like we did this morning, embrace each other, maybe we could all simultaneously give ourselves a hug when we see each
All right,
other
okay,
and see how it feels.
Big
feels good.
virtual hug all over Deadheadland there.
Love you
Hey,
guys.
it's better than nothing, you know?
Maybe
It does,
even
it feels
better.
pretty good,
Maybe,
you know?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So again, thanks for having us here. So Kat and I were gearing up for a big tour with the Garcia Project, kicking off in Redwood City and at the Sweetwater, you know, and with all the stuff that happened and everything. We just got our new album in, like delivered to us the day we got the cancellations and everything, and so this is really nice. We have to play music. We're musicians. We have to play, and this is just a great outlet for us. So thanks again for having us.
Very good, yeah, and happy and glad to share.
Happy birthday, Phil.
Yeah, oh, and
And,
happy birthday to Phil. So
And as Bobby would say, music always heals us.
absolutely,
And,
absolutely. So yeah, so welcome to Deadheadland TV. As you may or may not know, I'm Happy Cat, and this is my little TV show, the Deadheadland Show. We did a few episodes last year, and things kept happening this year, and we meant to do some stuff in January and February, and things kept happening. And so this is actually the first episode of the second season of the Deadheadland Show, which is just where I have friends of mine who happen to be awesome, wonderful musicians over to share a couple songs and talk about their music and what they're doing and where they're playing, if they're playing, or the circumstances thereof, and what kind of recordings they're doing, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get to that.
Sure.
But just wanted to acknowledge that today is Phil Esch's birthday. And he's a super important person in most of our lives. He's really he's the glue that held it all together, I think, for the last 55 years of the Grateful Dead in so many ways. I mean, just really, when you think about, I'm a bass player, not a very good one, but the bass, the bottom, the grounding, and the support there, the heartbeat, yeah, so many things. So, and just what he does for our community, what him and the Lesh family, Jill and Graham and Brian, and have done in the community they built at Terrapin Crossroads, and just bringing so many different people together, so many musicians together, so many people in the musical community, like myself. Like, I'm not like a performing musician, but this is a huge part of my life. So Phil did so much for that, and we're just so grateful for him and for his continued health and well-being. And understandably, he had to cancel his shows this weekend. He would have been playing at the Cap this weekend, and I know a lot of people I know would have been going, and I would have been home watching streams and loving every minute of it. So Phil, if you're watching, or Graham, if you're watching, tell your dad that you know, happy birthday, and you mean the world to us. Happy birthday,
the
Phil.
whole family. Yes.
Yeah, so grateful for you, and so glad that I get to know you personally too. It means a lot to me. So
He popped up in our memories on Facebook. He takes a picture with all of us. It's so cool, and to have a place to meet, right, as a community, as we travel, or if we live here, to always be able to go down to Terrapin and see free music and see
our
the
people.
Family and
friends and family and people
and the collaborations we've had and on and off the stage. Amazing.
Yeah, great. Well, so that being said, you guys wanted to do a little something for Phil's birthday?
We're gonna do a little song for
Try,
Phil's birthday.
yeah.
We're gonna give it a shot anyway.
So making Cat, Acoustically Speaking, of the Garcia Project, doing a Phil-ish tribute.
Look out of any window, any morning, any evening, any day. Maybe the sun is shining, birds are winging, no rain is falling from a heavy sky. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? For this is all we've dreamed. We dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walk out of any doorway, feel your way like the day before. Maybe you're tired and broken, the tongue is twisted with words half spoken and thoughts unclear. What do you want me to do, to watch for you while you're sleeping? Then please don't be surprised when you find me dreaming too. Into any eyes you'll find by you can see clear through another day. Maybe been seen before through other eyes on other days while going home. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? It's all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walking into splintered sunlight, inch your way through dead dreams. another land. Maybe you're tired and broken, your tongue is twisted with words half spoken and thoughts unclear. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? Our box of rain will ease the pain and love will see you through. Just a box of rain, wind and water. Believe it if you need it. If you don't, just pass it on. Sun and showers, wind and rain, in and out your window like a moth before a flame. And it's just a box of rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe it if you need it, or leave it if you dare. And it's just a box of rain, or a ribbon for your hair. Such a long, long time to be gone, and a short time to be there. Happy birthday, Phil.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to get like one of those applause machines like we
I know we do.
I'm sure the people out there watching
We hear
are
you, we feel you.
clapping. So for those of you that are watching, we're also doing a little experiment. I'm live on YouTube as well. So if you have friends that aren't on Facebook that want to watch this, it's actually live on YouTube. That's youtube.com/DeadheadlandFilms. And I posted links now in the post as well as in the feed there, so you all might want to copy those links and share them again so that you can contribute to these guys via PayPal if you like the performance today and you want to give them a tip since they're not touring right now. This is their opportunity to make a little bit of money. And also, you've got a CD for sale.
We have an incredible album that just dropped, just landed Friday in our laps, 1,000 CDs, and we were getting ready to share it with everybody throughout the tour and everything. But this album's has been over a year in the works. We've been working with Maria Moldar, and she's producing the album, but she's also our singing partner and mentor on the album.
So Maria produced. She produced.
She was the producer of the album.
Wow, that's pretty great. And for the younger people that don't know who Maria Moldar is.
Yeah. So Maria goes back. I mean, she was a star in her own right in the early '70s. She had a #1 hit, "Midnight at the Oasis."
Midnight at the Oasis.
Weird song, but a really cool groove.
Midnight at the Oasis.
Nice.
Yeah, you
I
might
didn't
see
jump
that,
that.
right?
I didn't jump that. That's awesome.
So we met Maria. A quick story about this. We was it a couple years ago, right? It's like 3 years ago. I can't remember. We did a show in Massachusetts with the Garcia Project, and the next night we had off, and it just so happened to be my birthday. At the same venue, Maria Moldar was coming through with her blues band, and we were like, "Oh, let's go check it out," you know. And we went. We were blown away. I mean, her energy and everything, and great singing still, and just an amazing performance. And after the show, we went up to her and we said, "Hey, we're in a band called the Garcia Project. We do a tribute to Jerry Garcia Band." And her eyes just lit up, and she says to us, "Did you know that John Kahn was my boyfriend?"
I keep laughing
because we're obsessed with you. Right?
Yes. And she, the look in her eyes, the heartfelt, she loved John
Oh,
so
absolutely,
much,
absolutely.
and her time with the Jerry Band was just
I'm not being
special.
the sweet
Yes.
trust me.
It was so sweet. And of course, what we said to her, which is even funnier, we were like, "We know everything about you, Maria." We're like super fans, So for those of you that didn't know Maria's involvement with Jerry Band, Maria was on a couple of Jerry solo albums, and she was on tour with the Jerry Garcia Band, 1977, 1978.
It was on the Cats
It
album.
was on the Cats Under the Stars album,
Uh-huh.
and she has nothing but fond memories of that.
And there was
whole
times
time.
where it was her and Donna together?
It was her and
It
Donna
was.
singing together, right? And when Maria performs with us, it's Kat and Maria singing those parts, and it's just beautiful. So we hung out with her quite a bit and got to know her, and she said the band is so good, I love you guys. Why don't you guys put out an album? And I thought for a second, we're a tribute band of a cover band. So how is this gonna work? It just seemed a little strange.
Right.
But yeah,
But
this idea.
Yeah, I had an idea about, Jerry did a lot of gospel music, spiritual music, and, from different eras and times and everything, old-timey stuff, a lot of it, but did quite a bit of it. And I suggested to Maria, why don't we put out a gospel album of the stuff that Jerry did? And she was like,
She
I'm
said,
in.
I'll be your producer.
She said, I'll produce it, let's do it.
Before we even knew what a
Wow.
producer was.
Right.
And then
Uh-huh.
just did such magic in the studio with the
She
harmonies
was
and the
amazing.
instruments and.
So
Yeah.
now let me ask you, because
Yeah.
I've known you for a few years and I know you as
Yeah.
a live touring act. Do you have much experience in the recording studio?
No, this
None.
was our first time.
Okay, so
she
we do not.
let
And
us.
suddenly you get this extremely seasoned pro, someone with a top
has-
10 hit, and
she's got
everything on every level of the industry,
Yeah.
She's got over 45 albums out
Uh-huh.
there and many Grammy nominees and many Grammy winning albums. So she knows what she's doing.
And plus she's local. That's why I've met her, because she's a local
Sure.
Marin person.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah, and loves
a
the
sweet,
songs
friendly,
and loves
nice person, and
She loves Gomorrah and I'll Be With Thee, and
Uh-huh.
so to pop back into those, to have a band come along that you can plug into and sing, it's nice to know that Buzz too.
Right, through
Buchanan, the
her
drummer,
we met
that
Buzz
they love
Buchanan,
it.
who was the drummer in 77 and 78.
Okay.
And Buzz has been doing shows with us
Right.
too, and he said the same thing, to have a group like ours that they can just pop back into and kind of relive those, moments of music that they're just not doing with anyone else, it's just an amazing experience for them.
And we're thrilled.
And
of
we're
course.
thrilled, and then the
Right.
fans, who wouldn't want to see Marie and Buzz back in action again,
Absolutely.
So-
Now, in terms of the recording though, now you
Yeah.
also had Jacqueline LaBrancha also?
Jacqueline LaBranche is
So-
on a number of tracks, 5, 6, 7 maybe, there's
Okay.
12 tracks on the album.
So that way you're covering different areas of the Jerry
Yes, that
band
was the
as well.
idea, and we
Yeah.
did some Peter Rowan. So Maria called her friends, and we were blessed with that. That Peter Rowan came along and sung 3 of the songs,
Peter's featured on
paying-
3 tracks, singing 3 tracks.
paying tribute to
Wow.
Jerry's kind of bluegrass thing. So it was tribute to all the different eras and styles, and with
Yeah.
the theme.
And a,
You know,
and a
so-
mashup too, like a couple of the songs, like Who Was John was a 70s tune, but we've got Jackie and Maria singing with us on that,
Uh-huh.
and it's just
So
a
we've
big
done,
sound.
yeah, we've rearranged. Maria's
Wow.
rearranged, and together we've arranged and come up with our own thing.
Uh-huh.
But
Wow,
she's
that's
a
really
master of like
wonderful.
vocal harmony stacking and everything, so there's a couple of tracks that are just like the vocals are just, they just sound so nice,
And we have proof that the CD is finally done.
Yes,
For
yes,
anyone that's
we're-
doubting,
we have-
because
we
your
have one
patience is
here.
It
amazing,
took so long.
but it was worth it. We hope you agree. There it is in the flesh. It literally just got
Show the
delivered.
back of the thing with the track listing and everything too.
All right, so
This
here
got
we
delivered
go.
with a
Yeah,
huge
that's
box
right.
of
I'm focusing on
merchandise.
the Facebook. The YouTube people aren't seeing this. In fact, I'm seeing in front of the camera. They're seeing my ankle. I'm sorry. This is new. But anyways,
Yeah, and
this
it's,
is available. This is an easy one to find. I mean, I put the link up there, but it's your website is thegarciaproject.com/spirit.
Spirit.
Spirit's the name of the CD, and it's the Jerry Garcia spiritual tunes.
Right.
Right?
Some of them, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, some of them, we might do a volume 2.
Yeah.
There's a lot more songs,
Definitely. There's a
you
lot to do. So, Mighty High, Cold Jordan, Gomorrah, Who Is John, I'll Be With Thee, Drifting Too Far from the Shore, Strange Man, The Magnificent Sanctuary Band, Throughout the Lifeline, Sisters and Brothers, I Hope It Won't Be This Way Always, and Palm Sunday. I mean, that's right
That's
there. That's like an amazing set.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And on Palm Sunday, I can't wait for y'all to take a listen to that. Palm Sunday is stripped down. It's just me, Kat, and Jason Crosby. I'm on the acoustic guitar and Jason's on the fiddle.
Uh-huh.
And we just do this nice like stripped down Palm Sunday, and it's one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, Jason's been on the list to come down here. He's been meaning to anyway, so.
Oh, you know him.
Great.
Yeah, so maybe if we do another time.
Yeah, we'd love to
I just
put-
wanna see you guys do all this stuff, you know.
He was gonna play at the 2 shows in the Bay Area with us.
Oh, that's right, because you
Yeah.
were.
And we're gonna do some songs off the album as well as
Right,
a full
Right,
recreation.
so for those of you that, you know, were gonna come to the shows that got canceled, we were gonna do a couple of 78 shows, set lists, and then we were gonna do a set of like songs from the album, and it was gonna be a blast, and
Yeah.
we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, these things will happen. We're just in you know, can't say everything going on in the modern times what the future is, but we're just going to assume that we are going to get back to gathering and playing music live and in person.
Of course.
Live music is best. Go see live music, but
Yeah.
we're doing this today, and I plan on doing a lot more of these. Because this is a way that we can still bring some entertainment to all of you and help get some music out to people and help us as well. And also, if you want to support Deadheadland as well, I've put some of my links there too. I've got my Patron account.
Please
So-
support Deadheadland.
And t-shirts. I'm gonna take t-shirt orders through tomorrow. I've extended
I'll
the
take one,
t-shirt.
please.
Thank you. I've extended the t-shirt run through tomorrow just because they haven't gone to print yet, and times being what they are, I could sell a few more t-shirts, that would help. So thank you all. Those of you that have ordered, be patient. You will get them by the end of the month. So
Right on.
And Brian, we're in Fairfax,
we're in Fairfax.
so later on today, what are we gonna do?
Oh, that's right. I should say that one of Deadheadland's longtime sponsors and supporters is Iron Springs here in Fairfax. They also have a location in San Rafael, but they're Michael at Iron Springs is a great guy, great pillar of our community here. And Iron Springs is taking great care to make sure that things are safe and sanitary if it's safe for you to go out. That's all, we're
That's all
not
you
gonna
can
take
do.
those calls, that's for you to make a call. But so they are open today, they're also providing curbside delivery service for people that need food and stuff. Of course, those of you that drink beer, they make all sorts of great beers. I don't drink beer, but I hear they're really good. But anyway, so at Iron Springs, which is just a couple miles from here, after we're done with our performance today, Kat and Mick are going to go over there and hang out for a little bit and have their CDs as well as their t-shirts and koozies and hoodies and stickers and other tour merch that they were going to sell on tour. They have that all with them. So they'll have that there at Iron Springs probably about 3 o'clock today, figure, or maybe a little earlier than that when we're done here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so if you're local, if you're here in Fairfax or close
Go out
by
and get a
San
bite to eat,
Anselmo,
something to drink.
yeah, you want to run over to Iron Springs and support these guys, grab a CD. You'll enjoy the CD for a long time to come. All right, so let's hear a couple of our songs.
As we roll down Mario, as we roll down to Fiderio, our captain fell in love with a lady like a dove, and he called her by name, pretty Peggy-O. Will you marry me, pretty Peggy-O? Would you marry me, pretty Peggy-O? If you would marry me, I'll set your cities free, and free all the ladies in the area. I would marry you, sweet William O. I would marry you, sweet William O. I would marry you, but your pennies are too few, and I fear my mama would be angry. Oh, what would your mama think, pretty Peggy-O? What would your mama think, pretty Peggy-O? What would your mama think if she heard my Guinness king saw me marching at the head of my soldiers old. If ever I return, pretty Peggy-O. If ever I return, pretty Peggy-O. If ever I return, all your cities I will burn. Destroy all the lazy area. Stepping down the stairs, pretty Peggy-O. Come stepping down the stairs, pretty Peggy-O. Come stepping down the stairs, pulling back your yellow hair. Last farewell to your William O. Sweet William, he is dead, pretty Peggy-O. Sweet William, he is dead, pretty Peggy-O. Sweet William, he is dead, and he died for me. And he's buried in the Louisiana country road. As we roll out to Philadelphia, as we rode out to Philadelphia, our captain fell in love with the lady Macadam, and he called her by name, pretty Peggy-O. Well, he called her by name, pretty Peggy-O.
Check for loose wires.
Yeah, the loose wire syndrome.
Go check.
I think you're all right.
If I had gone for every ace I've drawn, I could own a town the size of Abilene. But don't you push me, baby, 'cause I'm on alone. You know I'm only in for the gold. All that I'm asking for is $10 golden, and I could pay you back with one good hand. You could look around about the wide world over, and you'll never find another honest man. Last fair deal in the country, sweet Susan. Last fair deal in the town. Put your gold money where your love is, baby, before you let my deal go down, go down. Don't you push me, baby, because I'm moaning low, and I know a little something you might never know. Now don't you touch hard liquor, just a cup of cold coffee. We're gonna get up in the morning and go. Everybody's bragging, drinking that wine, but I can tell the queen of diamonds by the way she shines. Come to daddy on that inside straight, and I got no chance of losing this time, and I got no chance of losing this time. I got no chance of losing this time. Last fair deal in the town. Put your gold money where your love is, baby, before you let my deal go down, go down. Don't you push me, baby, 'cause I'm moaning low, and I know a little something you might never know. Now don't you touch hard liquor, just a cup of cold coffee. We're gonna get up in the morning and go. Everybody's bragging and drinking that wine. But I can tell the queen of diamonds by the way she shines. Now come to daddy on an inside straight, 'cause I got no chance of losing this time. And I got no chance of losing this time. And I got no chance of losing this time. All I know is something like a bird within her sing. All I know, she sang a little while, then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you. Snow and rain. If you hear that same sweet sound again, well, you know why. Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry through the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La da da da. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind.
Wow, thank you guys so much. It's so
Thank you.
beautiful. I'm like kind of the luckiest guy in the world right now.
Oh, happy.
Amazing live music in
The
my
feeling
home.
is mutual. Thanks for having us over.
And yeah, really great. Hey, so you know, I realize I've known you guys for a few years now,
Yeah.
and really enjoyed seeing the Garcia Project a number of times. But that not everybody really just knows about who you are and what it is you're doing. So tell me, either one of you, what's kind of the roots of the Garcia Project? What is the project?
So the Garcia Project, we started in 2010, and it was started by me and some friends and some folks that I met as a way. I was just I've been in Grateful Dead bands, you know, since the 80s, you know, or whatever, and playing music and stuff. But I really loved the Jerry band stuff, and I met this guy at a that was playing organ at a church, and I said, "Hey man, you want to play some Dead with me?" And he's like, "I hate the Grateful Dead." I was like, well, I gave him a CD I called Jerry's Church. I gave that to a lot of people, where it was all of Jerry's gospel tunes with the Hammond and everything with Melvin. And he heard that, and he fell in love with it. He was like, yeah, I'm in, man. He's like, I don't care if it's Jerry Garcia, I don't care who it is, that's good music, you know. And so we just started playing in somebody's basement, you know. And I was working for a PR firm at the time, and there was a hospital fundraiser we were working on, and they needed a band. And I said, I got a band for you. And it turned out the place was packed, and it turned out everybody loved the music because, you know, Grateful Dead is like licorice, we always say, right?
Oh.
You like it or you don't. The Jerry Band music, we found, just covers everyone.
Well, and there's so many different genres and catalogs that it comes from.
Right, so if you're not a Deadhead, I'm not gonna say mainstreamer, but if you're not a Deadhead and you don't know the Dead's material, but you go out to see the Garcia Project or the Jerry Garcia Band during the day, you hear tunes like How Sweet It Is, Second That Emotion, and you're like, I know these songs, and they're good, and the way they're played has a good groove and a good vibe, you know? So it took off. And so we started playing around, and Kat actually found us on Facebook, because we were one of the first Facebook bands, and we put a video up, and she's like, wow, this is really cool. And she just got done singing with Melvin. She was singing with Melvin for a few nights, and filling in. And so she got a hold of us, and we were like, oh, who's this Kat Walkerson, you know? And it turned out she's amazing, you know, and she brought the band to the next level with the vocals and everything. And
but
she
you
really
were already singing songs from the Jerry catalog.
Yes.
You sang your performance
Yes.
with Melvin, and so were there another band you were with or something?
Yes, my first band was Legion of Jerry, shout out, and
Legion of
with
Jerry.
a name like
In
that.
Connecticut.
That's an awesome name.
It's a great name, and great people too.
I want a t-shirt.
And a good friend that I will always credit to turning me on to the 70s part of it.
Jeff
and then-
Martinson, yeah.
And we didn't mention Tom Lee,
And
who
Tom
was the
Lee.
guy in the organ in the first story, for dropping names, Jeff. And then Katie Wilson, my musical soulmate, we sat and we listened to the old tapes of Marie and Donna and picked apart the parts to Lonesome and I'll Be With Thee before, you know, we had access to everything online and everything, you know, and worked on those and just went for it and had a great time. And it's a long story, so we jump ahead to where I end up on the stage with Melvin Seals. It was the same time that Scott Gruberman, a friend of ours, mutual friend of ours, we got to play with Melvin together for the first time at this festival. And it was at that time that Melvin told me that he needed a singer, and Cheryl was out recovering for a few nights. Anyway, so I got to plug into JGB while Stu Allen and Jimmy Tebow and Pete Lavosie were in the band. And so that went down to Jimmy's campsite at the time and hung out with Melvin and Stu and Shirley.
I love how it's
for
so
10 days,
all
you know,
interconnected
and so
Yeah.
interconnected. And you know, we did a few shows, and then Cheryl we got better and came back, and you know, it's a beautiful thing. But then I said, well, what now? You know, and I had moved away from Connecticut, where Legion of Jerry was, and long story, fast forward, and when Mick and I met, it was just instant musical connection that, like, it wasn't work anymore in any sense, that it was easy to just be ourselves, you know, and kind of just come from the heart with it. And for the 70s stuff, Don and Jerry felt like they were kind of just floating, feeling each other the whole time, rather than what we do with the later stuff, which is we, you know, stay in the
Parts.
heavy harmonies. You know, so we were able to really have a lot of fun with the kind of the loose, groovy 76 stuff and pull out all the songs that I've been wanting to play. And
Well, and then shortly after that, after you joined the band, that we started looking at our model, and we were playing like just a hodgepodge of different JGB tunes. And you know, we said, let's do a show, you know, because we were looking at, like, a lot of the 70s stuff has a certain sound and everything. So we're like, we want to do some of that 70s stuff. So we said, let's do a 70s show. I think we did a 77 show, I think, and we were all like, everybody in the band was like, this is what we got to do. It's amazing, because we were able to, you know, words and terms are so hard, but channel the intention, the energy, whatever. You know, we don't play anything note for note or anything like that, but it's more like we were there, we were seeing Jerry back in the day, and we know what it felt like, you know what I mean? So to take that feeling and express it in a way, that any way we can, as a group unity, and then when the audience is in on it too. I mean, a lot of people call us the DSO of JGB. I've heard that
right,
before.
because you take a set list and
Right.
you recreate that show, or recreate the set
Like
list of the show.
1976, Moore's Egyptian Theater will do the whole thing, and with the same sounds, the same groove, the same arrangements, you know, but we add our own flavor to it too. So it's, you know, there's, you've heard of it, you know, you know, so we'll groove on that, and then we'll, like we did a run last year where we were heavy on the 83 shows. We did like 83 Roseland Ballroom, just ripping stuff, you know, and just, so we get to experiment with a lot of the different sounds and styles and stuff, and it's great because we got a lot of different players in the band too. We played with Melvin early on Melvin played with us quite a bit. And funny story, you ever heard Melvin play grand piano?
I don't know that I have. Yeah.
Okay, so we did a show, we hired Melvin to do a show in Massachusetts, and any of our friends back then that were at that show, it was magic. Melvin and Shirley Starks, you know Shirley?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
So Melvin and Shirley were in town just before the JGB tour, and we hired Melvin and Shirley to come down and do a show with us. But we wanted to do something a little different for everybody. We wanted to do a 70s first set. So we did a 77 first set, and we did a 91 second set to mix it up. Just
wow.
some, and we put Melvin.
That's a bit of a
Yeah, and we put Melvin on the grand piano, and there's a video out there of him playing "Talking About You" with us. Whoa! I mean, him on piano, he blew my mind. He was like, "Well, you know," I was like, "You play piano, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know."
Yeah, he's
He was
so
real
modest.
modest, you know.
Yeah.
And he just blew everybody away. And he just had his head down in the keys, and he was just playing, and it was just amazing. And then he played organ, you know, for the second set, and it was just a whole nother show, you know. It was a lot of fun. So since then, we've been recreating shows, and
Because Jerry really knew how to write a set list
Yeah.
with the peaks and valleys and
Right.
the flow, and
right.
so we thought until we could write a set list that well, we'll just follow his for now. you
So
know?
I saw the Jerry Garcia band for the first time after I had already seen the Grateful Dead maybe like 100 times. And I knew the songs in the catalog, but I hadn't been to a Jerry Garcia band show. And then the first time I saw them, I think it was the tour. It was Bob and Rob did their opening set.
yeah,
Yes.
nice. Yeah,
And then it
I
was,
saw some of
and
those.
I don't remember if Jerry played 2 sets or not, but they were in combo together. And I remember like the structure of the set. That's what really got to me, because at first I kind of just started, oh, this is nice, and these are familiar songs, and it was very kind of low key, and then it would build in intensity. And I always, at the end of the set 2, if it was a 2-set show, or the end of the set, like when it would be the peak moment, the Cats Under the Stars, or the Don't Let Go, or
Yeah,
something, it was just like, oh my God, the level of intensity, not that it was louder, not that it was anything, it was just the level of energy coming forth from from John and Melvin and Jerry and Jackie and Gloria, and you know, it was
And the crowd, I
amazing,
mean,
yeah.
you know, because the interplay was just, to me, it was fantastic at a Jerry band show.
And Kemper on drums. I
Yeah,
think.
Kemper.
Yeah. So don't want to forget him.
Kemper, if you're out there, we want to do a show with you. So.
Oh, please do.
Yeah,
And
down at 2, you're not getting away.
for me, there's always all sorts of weird interconnections, because his wife Norma's a friend of mine.
Oh, nice.
He was actually a student of mine years ago. So it's like there's all sorts of weird. I love the interconnection of the Grateful Dead.
I love it.
So
Yeah.
So hi Norma, if you're listening.
But yeah, we'd love to do a show with Kemper. We've actually, I can't even go into details, but for Garcia Project fans out there on the East Coast, even though our March and April, we're not sure what's going on with April yet. We're hoping April still comes out, but we've got an amazing announcement that's going to be coming out very soon for May. It's going to blow people away. So
now, you're part of the. In May, you have something scheduled.
in May on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. There's nothing out here yet.
Not yet. We're working on rescheduling with Sweetwater and Redwood City.
Okay.
And since we canceled all of our Oregon venues too, they saw that we were back, and since we were working on the album, we haven't been able to book the way we normally do. We're grassroots. We do it all ourselves.
That's the way to go now, is DIY.
Uh-oh. Just kidding.
But yeah.
Some of us get sinus infections every
Get you
year. at
some
this
water?
time
The
anyway.
water, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little tickle.
Oh, it's okay. We're gonna be back in June. If all
Yeah,
goes
we're
as
probably gonna be
planned.
back in June or July at the Sweetwater.
I was gonna say Wavy's,
Babies.
at Wavy Gravy's.
Oh, Wavy Gravies will be at the String Cheese
That's
Incident.
what I was checking in, and I wanted to make sure that was announced. That's why I was being like a little like, you are doing something in May,
Yeah,
right?
that's
You're-
thinking I
Oh, that's
heard.
in June, actually. That's
That's
in
in
June.
June.
And that's
So
gonna
you-
be this.
That's this.
Yeah.
Cat
So
and I
you're gonna
playing acoustic there. on
Acoustic
the
set
stage,
at the Hog Farm.
At the Hog Farm. We'll
Pretty.
be there all weekend hanging
Hog
out.
Farm Hangout with String Cheese Incident, and that's one that I'm really looking forward to. In fact, I put a pretty much hold on everything. That's what I'm looking forward to in terms of my festival season and everything picking up.
You been up
again.
there?
I have. I used to go back when they did it. They called it the picnics.
Yeah.
So back in the '90s, and I was there. I've seen Rat Dog up there, String Cheese up there, David Nelson Band, Mickey Hart's Planet Drum. So I've been up there a few times, and it's such a great
It's
vibe.
awesome,
It's such a
right?
great
We were up
place.
there for the first time this past summer with the Garcia Project at
The band and,
the Hog Farm Hangout, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and so much history there, and
Good food.
they had Camp
Good
Winter Rainbow
food,
was
thank
there
you.
for the kids, and
And wavy.
yeah, and
And
wavy
wavy.
gravy, and yeah, it's a really